Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Harvester. I had to take a little bit of a break here, some personal issues and whatnot, but yeah, we'll continue more of this. Why the hell not? Let's see. So where we last left off, we completed this, missile base, all of that, Boston residence. Oh yeah, we did these three. Mortuary and the cemetery as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the hotel. Let's visit here, why the hell not? Huh, typical motel. A pretty cheap looking sign for such an uptown establishment. You're telling me. There's a mortuary over there, I think. Fire hydrant. Nothing to examine, huh? Wow. Let's go in here. Huh, nice upbeat music. Reflections make the hot lobby seem more spacious than it actually is. Door's locked. Can't. Makes me wonder what's behind that door. The somewhat ponderous console radio evokes an earlier era. A ledger of names, the last being Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe, checked in Monday. Who the heck is Mr. Rhinecliffe? Guess I may never know. Man, this guy moves fast.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
That's it?
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
But I want to visit the hotel though. Can I book a room? I guess not. Oh, there's a flyer. PTA bake sales on Friday. I guess today's Monday, so we still got some field progress to do. Oh, well, let's just get out of here. Let's visit the police station. Actually, no. Let's look at the scene of the fire. Yeah, this is the scene of the fire, alright. Oh boy, this kind of music. 3 fire hydrants and the building still burned down? Damn! 3 fire hydrants in the building got burned up? Alright, shovels digging up that building's ashes. Take it. Let's see here. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire? It's a big ass rubble. Now, I know you can actually dig this. Yep. Buried in the ash deepers, you spot a few hidden remnants. Let's look at it here. Oh, flyer. It's a flyer for the Harvest Bake Sale. We'll take it. Oh, what we got here? A postal worker's button, and it looks like it was ripped from the cloth. We'll take the button. Nothing here. I guess we'll leave them there. Let me check it again. Nope, nothing there. At least the plumbing held up. Weird. And let's see here. I can equip a shovel. But nah, let's unequip it for now. There's no combat yet. Nothing here. No. Oh, what a disappointment. Oh, get out of here. Alright, let's head to the police station. See what we got here in store. Typical police station. HPD. Stars and stripes forever. We got some America right there. The cop ignores you, too busy writing too busy writing a plug report. Oh, just writing out a ticket, that is. Uh, Usual stuff. Let's go inside. Huh. Interesting. Empty file cabinet labeled solved cases. Pot hisses away from his perch. A map of harvest. It's labeled unsolved arson is full. It's labeled unsolved arson is full. So I'm not surprised. Door's locked. There's a clock. It's labeled unsolved murder is full. Shh. I am not impressed. The door is locked.
That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops, if I wanted.
Huh. Alrighty then.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here's Loomis.
Brains
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have, but I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank, and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
Is prison really that bad to hold up a wedding? I hope. Gee, I wonder why. And thought I'm telling the truth here.
Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia
The
bunk?
fuck?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
Everyone tells me that.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge.
Joining the lodge. I wonder why.
Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month,
I can tell.
waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
I can tell on that as well. Fine.
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so we get the odd transient dropping dead, but other than that, it gets pretty slow around here. We get a lot of bums, drifters passing through Harvest. Those people are never very healthy to start with. I figure they come to our fair town, look around and decide it's a nice place to die.
You mean they drop dead here on a regular basis?
Like flies. I'd slap 'em all in jail if I could, but there's
What the
never
hell?
enough room. Besides, they're pretty good about not sticking around long. Sure, it's a burden on Mr. Barnahan, though, having to bury them all. I only hope the PTA Lodge bake sale will help out along those lines.
I'm still having a bad feeling about the, bake sale.
Oh, I forgot. You've got amnesia. Mr. Moynihan operates both the Wayward Hotel and the mortuary. Kind of a double burden for the poor man. Transients always wandering in and looking for a place to crash, then croaking.
Maybe it's not a coincidence.
You mean a crime? Oh, no. Moynihan's charity only extends so far. He won't check them in, but he'll sure check them out quick enough. He figures if they can't pay for the room, to hell with them. But if they can't pay for the burial, it's hell for us. What with the smell and all. I guess you can't say too much against Moynihan. What with him letting you hold the wedding in his mortuary chapel and all.
I can tell.
Tramwine. Sure, you remember. The Sentinel building burned down about 6 months ago.
I don't
That's
remember.
what I'm telling you, Sheriff. I don't remember anything. Why won't you believe I have amnesia?
Well, you've
You've
always been a kidder, Steve.
I know
Anyway,
that.
the fireman said the fire was caused by arson. I never caught the perp, though.
But we found the gas can that was used. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's in the evidence room.
Loomis, that's classified. Darn it.
How many times you gonna have to tell me to keep my mouth shut, I wonder? Sorry, boss.
You've got the gas can in the evidence room? Did you dust it for prints?
I would be damn surprised.
You've been watching too much TV, Steve. Heck, who can make out all those curvy lines anyhow? No, it's sitting in there gathering dust, clean as the day we found it. Just in case I ever need a spare gas can. That case is closed, Steve.
Welp, so much for that.
Loomis here is my deputy. Without him, I'd have a hard time keeping the peace, or at least taking a lunch break. Mainly Loomis answers the phone and babysits the office while I'm out, though sometimes he likes to go in the back and stain the jail mattress.
Oh,
Isn't that
what
right,
the hell?
Loomis?
Oh, now, Sheriff, what you gotta go and say that for?
Loomis has more than his share of problems.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't invite him to the wedding. Or if you do, make sure he doesn't catch the garter. That could be embarrassing.
Oh, I wouldn't do nothing, Dwayne. But I sure would like a little garter that'd been round Stephanie's thigh. Oh, well, that'd be right special.
Well, I don't even want to know. Have I did this before?
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the Lodge's efforts.
I haven't seen that
To
part.
join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest. Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck.
Yeah, I know.
Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle.
I already
You
did.
never know. He might have a spare application laying around.
Unless I had to convince him for doing so. I mean, there's got to be a goddamn way.
Now, that's a place you don't want to wind up, boy. We've got a 3 strikes and you're out rule here in Harvest. You get arrested the 3rd time, you never get out of jail alive. So don't go committing any crimes, boy. Amnesia or no, I'll lock you up pronto.
Yeah. What is this, a 3-strike? Does this involve baseball? So if I don't get a hit in baseball, so I'm pretty much dead. Holy shit. I don't even know.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
Anything I can help you with?
I wish I don't.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis, or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
If I want to know everything in this game about him, I might as well click everything. And if I miss out on dialogue, I have to type shit out.
Oh, Oh gosh darn, she's purty. Kinda like a gal I seen on some of them French postcards they used to make. Used to be, I'd take them things, go back into jail if nobody was there and kind of look 'em over one-handed, fold some towels. That was afore Mrs. Loomis.
Such a shame.
Course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one. Oh gosh, I wish I had some of them girly pictures, but Mrs. Loomis won't let me keep 'em in the house. I still remember the time she caught me holding some of them pictures up with one hand. She took the broom to me. I howled like a hound dog, the broom going up and down, flashing straw and blood, blood and straw, and I drooped. I was crying so bad, and it was so hard I had to crawl under the porch naked
What?
with all the black winter spiders, and I got bit something fierce. Little fangs are digging into my bare behind all over. I ask you, is that any way to treat a man? And Mrs. Phelps and the sheriff don't make it no easier neither.
Oh man, how pitiful.
If Sheriff Dwayne had a little kindness, he let me get around the little lady by letting me keep some of them picture books here, even if Mrs. Phelps had let me buy one. But see, he won't let me keep none here neither. He don't like me a getting the jail mattress all marked up, don't you know?
Yeah. Fuck, why do I even want to ask that?
Sometimes a man can be good with a gun or a knife, but even so, one-handed and all, he can get a little off in his aim. Ain't no shame in it. That's why the good Lord made evaporation and such. But the sheriff, he don't like it, and don't pay no mind to a man's needs no more than Mrs. Loomis, bless her.
Hmm.
Mrs. Phelps down at the general store don't help things none. She's got them special picture books, the one with the ladies, but she won't sell me none on account of she knows my wife, Mrs. Loomis. Dadgum if that don't burn my britches. If and I even ask about 'em, she tells Mrs. Loomis and I get the broom.
As usual.
Enough to break a man's heart. Her burning my French postcards and me unable to replace them. A man's got needs, don't you know? Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's got to do sometimes in a parked car or a waist-high knothole in a tree or
The tree
jail
of life?
cell at noon. Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture
Are you
books.
talking about the tree of
If
pleasure?
you can get any, you see clear to part with them. Bring 'em round when the sheriff's at lunch, and I'd be obliged.
Oh man. I guess we're done with all of this dialogue.
Any time, kiddo.
Hmm. If that's the evidence room,
That's the evidence room.
yeah, I already listened to that. I'm pretty sure. So I need a way to get in here.
Kiddo, you brought me any of them girly picture books?
No, sorry.
Oh, heck. Why should you be any different from the sheriff or Mrs. Loomis? Steve, I'd be right obliged if you could just see clear to bringing me just one of them books. Believe me, it'll be worth your time to do it.
Okay, so there's no dialogue for this.
Anytime.
I'm gonna save. Oh yeah, I forgot. I tried to do the previous part, but no audio came from my mic. But in this video, let's hope it comes out right. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about my sneezing. But yeah, I saved just in case. What happens if I show it to him?
Oh, I seen you brung me a girly picture book. Oh, don't give me it now. Come back when the sheriff's at lunch. Say a little afternoon, and you'll be right as rain in my book, kiddo.
Oh, so by the time it hit noon, he's going to be at lunch at the diner. So just to be stupid, what happens if I show it to him?
That's not pertinent to any investigation, Steve. Don't waste my time.
Okay, so he doesn't even give a shit. Alright, if you say so. Alright. I guess we're done here for now. But yeah, next part, we'll continue exploring more of this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys later. Have a good one.